Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, TheRumpledOne, coming to you on Friday, May the 2nd, the year's 2025. Let's talk trading. Weekly wrap-up, NFP Day. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. And as always, as we begin this month, the month started yesterday. Risk management. Always have your risk management in place so you don't lose any more than you're willing to lose per trade or per session. So let's take a quick look at the weekly. Right now we have the pound dollar at 33.16. We had NFP come out and the pound actually dropped down. I think it put in a new daily low and then bounced back. So we're 56 pips off of that low and 127 off of the high. And for the week, all the gaps have filled. We zoom out to the month. We are 4 pips below the monthly open, 29 off the high, and 57 off the low, considering the month just started yesterday. For the day, we are inside the opening range for the month, and we are, let's see, we are inside the opening range for the week. For the year, we are now 803 pips above the yearly open, 131 off the high, and 1,213 pips off of the low. As you can see, we fell out of the monthly wick zone here, so that's something to keep in mind. We had an inside bar 3 days ago. We fell out of that 2 days ago. Not much inside bar action happening right now. It's an NFP day, and it's kind of hard to believe pound only has 54 pips of range. It's we have a low of 67 and a high of 20, call it 22. There's just not much range. We've got the pound Australian dollar leading the range. That's been doing that. I'm just wondering what's going on with the Australian dollar. You can see here that last M30 was pretty healthy. We've got a new one. We're in the wick zone. It might fall out of the wick zone, or it might continue up. I would be looking for shorts right now. We're in the red rat zone. Another reason I'd be looking for shorts. But you can see here we came down across that daily open there during NFP and shot right back up. So anybody who got in at the 70, you were definitely rewarded. As I was saying, we're in that red rat zone, smart rat zone, 3310. The original rat at 3302. You can see here we're in those wicks. And as I mentioned earlier, a few videos ago, I am looking for trades in wick zones. I realize that if you trade in wick zones, it just seems like you have a lot better opportunity and you don't get inflected as much. You get down in those candle bodies, you can get inflected. So just trading out of the wick zone. Bambino Flex Indicator said short. Pivot Trading Plan said near pivot was a short, and that definitely paid off a couple of times here at that 32.95 level. But you can see here this last time, H4 is green, going with that candle color, and especially when the H4 first opens, it needs the range. And this Walmart likes to say it goes one way and then goes the other, puts in a wick on one side and then continues. Let me think. I think the other day I was talking about there was a missed pivot. I think it was this one right here, yeah, that we took out. So for the month of April, we have 3 H4 missed pivots. We have 1, 2, 3 daily missed pivots, and we missed a pivot yesterday to open May. So we've got a bunch of missed pivots here. We've got 2, 4, 6, 7 missed pivots this year. For the week, we took out the weekly pivot. We missed last week's and the week before. And for the month of May, we have a missed pivot here at 3160. So we'll see if we can get down to that level or not. In and out of that lower wick zone, we touched the upper in and out. So once again, wick zones. For the week, so far, only 183 pips. I don't know if we'll expand that or not. We could, but that's at the 41 percentile over the last 12 weeks. So far this week, high minus previous high paid off 20 pips. Previous low minus low did not happen. We did not get a break of the previous week's low, so we've got higher high, higher low. So for your ratch, high minus close 133. For the red rats, close minus low 50. For the green rats, the weekly open crossover traders, high minus open 142, open minus low 42. So once again, paying off both sides. Taking a look at trading charts here, once again, we had M30, got out of that wick zone, it turned red. So that was a trigger at 11.5, and it's going back. Looks like it wants to go back up. You can see here we had some nice ranging for M30. Looking at M1 trades here, there was a nice bounce there. You can see here where these lower highs were being put in, then all of a sudden there was a break. You can see here, looked like we bounced off an S3 441 candles ago. And put in the one ball. Simple flip-flop box screen here. You can see we've got one trying to trigger a high, but once again, we are in that red rat zone. You can see here lower highs. Price is now in the wiki. I just call it the wiki area. It's and you can see here it's getting pushed back down. We'll have to wait and see what happens here. It could go on to make a new high, only to reverse. And so, the important thing is if you're doing something like this, you have to have a trigger, because this is just the zone. This is like, okay, now it's in this area where I want to trade. Do I have a trigger to go the direction I want to go? So right there, I did not have a trigger. And it looks like it wants to try and put in a new high. Escape that area. So there's a flip-flop box. I wonder if Wall would have taken that one. He may have, considering you've got green across the board from the week all the way down to M1. It looks like price might want that 33.25 level. psychological, and wait and see what happens. So I think we need to year-to-date accumulated range so far. We have not pushed the boundaries this month. Range for the month so far, 85 pips. So really nothing to look at the moment there. So we zoom out to the month. We are just above the monthly open. We're between wick zones or inside in the body. Buyers still exhibiting strong control on the month. We're above the previous mid in the pivot, but we need to fade the pivot. We have a lower high, higher low, inside bar so far this month. For the week, inside that upper wick zone at the moment, sellers weak control. We have a higher high, higher low. Remember, it's Friday. See what happens there. So for the day, inside that upper wick zone, remember, price doesn't like staying in the wick zone. Buyers strong control. We crossed above the previous mid in the pivot. Lower high, higher low, inside bar. And inside bar on NFP day, what does that tell you? Right now, we're still inside that upper wick zone. That is just kind of weird. Okay, we hit and cross that psychological 25. Let me see if I can figure out where price wants to go from here. I don't really see anything clear right here. Once again, looking to the left, you can see all those wicks. I don't have a clear sign. When you don't have a clear sign, you sit on your hands. Now I can see price wanted to get back up and fill that. That looks like that was a return bar. Just like it's putting in a return bar right here. I don't see any other return bars. See M15, look at this, return bars. Price is on a tear at the moment. Looking at M1, once again, there's a flip-flop box, would have been worth 12 pips. I wonder if Walmart would have taken that one. Probably. So now we're heading back down to the 25. $24. M30 still green. So that would have put a blue stripe in. So right there, that psychological 24 be worth 3, maybe 4 pips, maybe 5 pips. And that's pretty much how you do it, fellow traders. So this would be a red stripe, higher high, close below. So red stripe on M5 would have paid off. So, fellow traders, I hope you had a good week, and I'm going to wish you a fun and safe weekend. And I want you to always remember and never forget, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. This is the Rumpled One, over and out.